COVID-19 pandemic has hit the world at a scale that we have only seen in movies. But in reality, it is way more frightening than fiction. With death toll globally rising at an exponential rate, an emergency nationwide lockdown was announced by the Prime Minister for 21 days to stop the virus from spreading further. But to an economy already passing through demand depression and high unemployment, this lockdown would add a lot of stress. And how is that? Well, let's find out. Coronavirus majorly circulates among animals, with some of them also known to infect humans. Bat is considered as a natural host of this virus. Yet, there are several other species of animals also known to act as sources. For example, MERS-CoV was transmitted to humans from camels, and SARS-CoV-1 was transmitted to humans from civet cats. But today, the world is suffering from SARS-CoV-2, with COVID-19 being the name given to the disease associated with the virus. It is termed as novel as it is a new strain of coronavirus that has not been previously identified in humans. In India, approximately 53% of businesses will be affected. Various organizations such as hotels and airlines are cutting salaries and laying off employees. Even the live events industry has seen an estimated loss of 3,000 crores. A large number of farmers around the country who grow perishables, especially fruits and vegetables, are also facing uncertainty with prices due to reduction in demand. Startup industry have also seen a dip in funding. As per a Data Labs report, there is a 45% decrease in the total Series A funding as compared to the fourth quarter in 2019. Addressing to these issues, Pranab Kumar Sen, an eminent statistician, states that due to the supply side problem, both production and distribution of non-essentials have come to a halt, affecting at least 55% of the economy. That amounts to around rupees 2 lakh crore. Even as per the estimates of Barclays, which is a banking and financial services company, the cost of the 21-day shutdown as well as the previous shorter ones is assumed to be around rupees 8.5 lakh crores. It is even estimated that India's aggressive 21-day lockdown could bring the country's growth down to 2.5% from 4.5% as estimated earlier. Both global and domestic rating agencies are portraying that the COVID-19 pandemic will bring an economic tsunami for India. Even though the country may not slip into a recession unlike Europe and US, but the impact on India's GDP growth will be significant. The quarterly GDP growth has consistently fallen since the fourth quarter of 2018. It might not be easy to estimate the magnitude of impact of a complete social and economic shutdown, but it is likely to be far more severe than either the 2016 demonetization or the 2017 GST rollout. Now, after the lockdown is lifted, there will possibly an increase in sales, but this does not add to the GDP as these goods have already been produced and accounted earlier. Talking about micro, small and medium enterprises, which employs nearly 110 million people, creating approximately 12 to 15 million jobs every year, are two small companies, and it is hard for them to last through a pandemic like this. Moreover, many of these companies have been asked to halt operations for a temporary period while still paying the employees, and that's apart from meeting costs for taxes, power bills, and other utilities. So, an economic task force has been created by our Prime Minister to take care of such situations. In imports, the dependence of India on China was huge. Of the top 20 products that India imports from the world, China accounts for a significant share in most of them, as around almost 2/5 of organic chemicals that India purchases from the world comes from China. Due to several restrictions on shipment and logistics, this sector has seen a dip of 20% in production due to the shortage of raw materials. Despite India being one of the top formulations of drug exporters in the world, our pharma industry relies heavily on the import of bulk pharmaceutical ingredients, of which around 65 to 70% comes from China. With around 90% of certain mobile phones and 45% of electronic parts being imported from China, our electronic industry has to face several supply disruptions which will impact the production, as a result of which prices might go up by 10%. Whereas In terms of export, China is India's third largest export partner and accounts for around 5% share. Moreover, in China, about 72% of Indian companies are located in cities like Shanghai, Beijing, etc. In various sectors, these companies' works includes industrial manufacturing, manufacturing services, IT, BPO, logistics, chemicals, airlines, and tourism. But our government has taken several measures to slow down the economic crisis, and what are they? Well, we'll discuss about this in our next video. So, that's all for this video. Hope you liked this effort, and if you did, please do like, share, and subscribe to Unfolding India, and also do follow us on our other social media links so as not to miss out on the cool infographics being uploaded.